What's going on, you guys? So, Roy Jones Jr. had an interview with Fight Hub. Got the video link in the description for you guys to check it out yourself. But Roy Jones Jr., it may be controversial to a lot of people, but he said that Terrence Crawford fought the better opposition, and in order for Errol Spence Jr. to be the best, he got to fight Crawford. And I agree. And what he mean by Terrence Crawford fought the better guys, I don't think he really got elaborated enough, but I know what he mean. He said he needs to see more from Errol Spence Jr. And what he mean by Terrence Crawford has been doing this for a while now. He's been consistently dominating and stopping everybody he's been there up against. A lot of the guys he's fought been undefeated. Last five out of the last six, his opponents been unbeaten guys. Crawford's been really just being very consistent. And Errol Spence Jr. really just not getting started. The Kell Brook, come on. He brought that up. He brought up the fact that Kell Brook was coming down, moving up and then coming down, and then eye injury. He brought all that up. That's what real boxing people look at. You know what I'm saying? Mikey Garcia was a little guy that moved up 2 weight classes that never, never even fought at 147 before. You know what I'm saying? Sean Porter, we seen what happened when he fought somebody that could match his speed and his strength. Sean Porter was faster. He was spinning them. You know what I'm saying? So I think that when Roy said that, that's what he means. Terrence Crawford, he fought the long rangy guys, the short fast guys, the short hard nosed puncher guys, the medalists, the Olympic caliber guys, you know what I'm saying, undefeated guys. Crawford fought a lot of different guys, a lot of guys that could probably stop you dead in your tracks. You know what I'm saying? Low risk, high reward type of dudes. You know what I'm saying? The guys that he beat, some of them still went off to become champions, like Beltran. You know what I'm saying? So, Crawford fought a lot of different guys. So at this point in his career, he almost at 40 fights. He should be the more complete, more experienced fighter. And this is probably why, Errol Spence handlers or whatnot is hesitant on throwing him in there with Crawford, because he may not be quite ready yet. He don't have that experience yet. How many people Errol Spence fought that was actually bigger than him, longer than him, faster than him, stronger than him? You know what I'm saying? And then we said, well, he fought Danny Garcia now. But what has Danny Garcia done at 147? When people think about Danny, we think about Danny's career as a whole. But when we think about Crawford, guys tend to downplay his career as a whole. They just look at what he did at 147. But in reality, he's only one title defense behind Errol Spence Jr. since he went up to 147. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. He got a vacant title shot against Robert Guerrero. Where did that come from? Where did Guerrero come from? You know what I'm saying? He got a vacant title shot. You know what I'm saying? Every big fight he's been in, he lost. You know what I'm saying? He mopped the floor with guys like Granados and other guys. And then they throwing this on pay-per-view? You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying. Then you got Devin Haney, right? We'll throw this in there real quick. A lot of people talk about Devin Haney and the Javier Fortuna situation. I'm going to give my thoughts on that. Basically, I'm a big Devin Haney fan. I always big him up. I think he's the future. But I think he needs to fight guys like Javier Fortuna. You have to fight these type of guys. This is how guys like Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather they fought a lot of different guys, a lot of different styles. You have to fight these dudes. He fought the Chop Curlies and Emmanuel Augustus and, the low risk, high reward guys. They fought these guys. You fought a lot of different styles. You got to get that experience. You can't just skip over these type of opponents. And if you look at the lightweight division right now, the top guys in WBC, of course, Lomachenko's in a unification fight with Tio, but then Devin Haney, he's fighting Gamboa, a guy coming off a loss. But then if you look at the other guys, the top 5, you got Fortuna as number 1. You know what I'm saying? He's fighting the number 5 guy, which is Linares, and everybody else in top 5 is fighting each other. Luke Campbell, Ryan Garcia, everybody's fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? So he needs that type of fight, man. Gamboa, come on, man. Tank beat Gamboa. Gamboa's old now. Crawford beat Gamboa years ago. Gamboa lost a couple of times even after Crawford before getting some momentum again and running into the Tank fight. You know what I'm saying? So what does that really prove, bro? You got to go in there and fight these guys. He's a bad style that you bad. He's a bad fight. He's awkward. He's rough. He's tough. I know. But you have to fight these guys, bro. You gotta fight them, man. In today's boxing, people so caught up into the names and the numbers and, the networks and it's a popularity contest, man. Devin Haney needs that type of fight. I don't even want to go out there and say he's ducking, but he needs that type of fight, man. Why didn't you go back on that one? Why didn't you backtrack and go ahead and get that Fortuna fight out of the way? You need that type of fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fortuna will be coming hard. It's a title shot for him. You know what I'm saying? It's an opportunity for him. It'll be a tough fight for you, and you need that type of fight. You need somebody that's going to clip you on the chin. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just saying, people. But Bud Crawford, I see what Roy Jones is saying about Bud Crawford, you know, and, you know, they got to fight. He said they both got endless potential. You know what I'm saying? And we won't know who's truly the best until they fight. He said he's into the styles. And Crawford been in there with a lot of different styles. You know what I'm saying? Then people want to discredit. It's funny how people discredit the Jeff Horn win, right? Going into that fight, nobody knew if Crawford was going to really beat this dude. You know what I'm saying? People downplayed Jeff Horn's win over Pacquiao, but if you go back and watch that fight, he manhandled Pacquiao. And there's a reason why Pacquiao didn't want to go back after that. You know what I'm saying? If you go back and watch that Horn fight, I know a lot of these people didn't. Go back and watch it again and watch it without a biased eye. Watch it as an objective boxing fan. You will see that Jeff Horn was manhandling Manny Pacquiao. It was crazy. And then Crawford went out there and manhandled Jeff Horn. And Manny Pacquiao's still out here beating guys like Keith Thurman and Adrian Broner and all these other young dudes he's fighting. So, I mean, if you want to look at styles, you know what I'm saying? Crawford has shown us that he could consistently keep up with any style. He can figure you out. Errol Spence and his team knows this stuff. This is the stuff that fans don't look at no more. They look at numbers and names. But if you look at the fact that Crawford been in there with a lot of different styles, he's consistently shown us that he can fight the long-range guys, the stronger guys, the tall guys, the short, fast dudes, the guys with the Olympic pedigrees. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He showed us that he can fight guys that never been beat before and beat them and make it look easy. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence fought a lot of guys that was weathered, tethered. Lamont Peterson, come on, man. Chris Algieri, what? Leonard Bondu, who? He's doing the same shit Keith Thurman was doing. He's doing the same exact thing Keith Thurman was doing. Errol Spence Jr., he's doing the same thing Keith Thurman's doing. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence Jr. has to fight Crawford sooner or later. We're going to see how he looks against Danny Garcia. I give him a lot of credit if he comes off that long layoff with the accident and all that stuff that comes with it. If he comes out there and beats the shit out of Danny Garcia, he gets a shit ton of credit from me. That'd be a huge notch on his belt. I think he'll gain a lot of experience and he'll be that much more ready to face Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Be ready in the spring. Hopefully Crawford gets the Pacquiao fight. Hopefully Buzz gets a good fight. Somebody that's could, you know, we could question whether Crawford could look good or beat this guy or not. You know what I'm saying? He got to have somebody in there with him like that too. So, boxing is looking like it's starting to cook. We'll see what happens. I understand what Roy Jones mean, man. Roy Jones, and Nassim Richardson said the same thing. He needs to see more from Spence. And I agree. I need to see more. Roy said, I need to see more. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.